Hi children, welcome to grade 4 English, and today we are going to see our session 2 in chapter 3, The Fisherman and His Wife. In our previous session we have seen new words and did you know, right? And today we are going to learn the story. Are you all excited children? Yeah, and let us get into this session with the prayer. All of you sit straight and close your eyes. Let us thank God for giving us this wonderful opportunity for learning. Asato ma satkamaya tamaso ma jyotirkamaya mrityoma amritam kamaya om shanti shanti shanti. Children, rub your hands together, keep them on your eyes and open your eyes gently and slowly. And before starting our session, let us recap what we have seen in our previous session. First one is new words. In concept book page number 39, we have seen some new words. Yes, filthy, that means very dirty. Flounder, a type of flat fish. It's a variety of fish. Enchanted, charmed. Enchanted, charmed. Startled, shocked or alarmed. Startled, shocked or alarmed. Supplied, provided. Supplied, provided. When we are provided with something, we call it as supplied. Oppose, to disagree. Oppose, to disagree. Weird, unnatural or unusual. Weird means it's very strange. Okay? Unnatural or unusual. Clear children? All of you clear with all these new words? Yeah. And let us get into our did you know. In concept book page number 40, did you know? The Grimm brothers, Jacob and Wilhelm Grimm, were German academics, cultural researchers and authors who together collected and published folklore during the 19th century. They have collected many folk tales, okay? And they have published a book, that is a collection of stories. Their first collection of folk tales is Children's and Household Tales, and it was published in 1812. The tales are available in more than 100 languages and have been adapted by filmmakers in the films such as Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs and Sleeping Beauty. I hope you all know the story Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs and Sleeping Beauty, right? And it was taken from this collection of folk tales. Okay, and it was being taken by some directors and filmmakers to produce films, right children? Yeah. And now let's read the story. Yes, The Fisherman and His Wife. In concept book page number 40. Children, all of you keep your fingers on the lines while I am reading. Once upon a time, there was a fisherman and his wife who lived together in a filthy shack near the sea. Every day, the fisherman went out fishing and he fished and fished. One day, he caught no fish for a long time. He sat staring into the clear water. Suddenly, his fishing line started shaking and he pulled it out. He had caught a large flounder. Once upon a time, there was a fisherman and his wife who lived together in a filthy shack, that is very dirty shack near the sea. And every day the fisherman will be going out for fishing, and he fished and fished every day. One day what happened? He didn't got any fish for a very long time. He simply sat staring into the clear water, that is seeing deeply into the clear water. Suddenly his fishing line started shaking. Yes, and he pulled it out. He had caught a very large flounder, that is a variety of fish. All of you, can you see this picture, children? Okay, this is the fish the fisherman caught, that is a flounder. And in your concept book, page number 41, then the flounder said to him, "Listen, fisherman, I beg you to let me live. I am not an ordinary flounder, but an enchanted prince. I would not taste good to you. Put me back into the water and let me swim." "Well," said the man, "there is no need to say more. I can certainly let a fish swim away who knows how to talk." With that, he put it back into the clear water. Then the fisherman went back home. "Husband," said the woman, "did you not catch anything today?" "No," said the man. "I caught a flounder, but he told me that he was an enchanted prince, so I let him swim away." And what happened? What the fish told the fisherman? "Listen, fisherman, I beg you to let me live. Please leave me. And I am not an ordinary flounder. I am not any ordinary fish, but I am an enchanted prince, a very beautiful prince. I would not taste good to you. So put me back into the water and let me swim." And for that the man said, "Well, there is no need to say more. You don't have to say anything. I will not eat the fish who knows how to talk. I will let you live." Like that he said, and he left the fish into the water. And after putting it back into the clear water, the fisherman went back home. The woman called, "Husband, did you not catch anything today?" And for that the man said, "No, I caught a flounder, but he told me that he was an enchanted prince, so I let him swim away." And let us see what's happening in the next part of the story. "Didn't you ask for anything first?" asked the woman. "No," said the man. "What should have I asked for?" "Oh," said the woman sadly, "it's a very terrible living in this shack. It stinks and is filthy. You should have asked for a little cottage for us. Go and ask the flounder to grant you this wish." The man did not want to go, but he did not want to oppose his wife either. So he went back to the sea. He stood there and called out to the flounder. The flounder swam up and asked, "What do you want?" The fisherman told the flounder about the conversation with his wife. "Go home," said the flounder. "She already has the cottage." And then the woman asked the fisherman, "Didn't you ask anything with that fish?" The man said, "No. What should have I asked for with that fish?" For that the woman said, "Oh," very sadly, "it's a very terrible thing living in the shack. It's very awful. I feel very bad to live in the shack. It stinks." Stinks means what, children? It's smelling awful, okay, and is filthy and is very dirty. So you should have asked for a little cottage for us. Cottage means a very small home. And go and ask the flounder to grant you this wish. The fisherman's wife asked him to go to that flounder and ask for a cottage to live. The man did not want to go. Actually, the fisherman did not want to go, but he did not want to oppose his wife, disagree with his wife. So that he went back to the sea. He stood there and called out to the flounder. He was calling for flounder. The flounder swam up and asked, "What do you want?" The fisherman told the flounder about the conversation with his wife. The fisherman told everything with that flounder. And for that the flounder said, "Okay, you go home. She already has the cottage." She was already sitting in that cottage. Like that, the flounder said to the fisherman. Children, I hope you all are clear with the story, right? And let me summarize the story that we have seen. Okay, once there was a fisherman and his wife lived in a very filthy shack near the sea. Okay, and the fisherman usually go to the sea and will catch fish, and he will be fishing regularly. And one day what happened, he didn't get anything in that sea, but after some time his string got shaking. Okay, and after that he saw the flounder. It was a very large flounder, and the flounder told the fisherman that you better leave me, I will not taste good for you. I am not an ordinary fish, but I am a enchanted prince. So if you let me live, I will do something for you. Like that the fish told the fisherman. Then after that what he told, okay, I will not eat the fish who know how to talk. So that the fisherman left the flounder into the sea and he came back to the house. And after that the fisherman's wife asked the fisherman, what happened, you didn't get any fish today? So that the man explained whatever happened in that place. And after that the fisherman's wife felt very sad. You didn't ask for anything with that fish? The old man said, no. The woman asked the fisherman to go to that fish and ask for a very beautiful cottage for them. Okay, because they were living in that filthy stinky shack, and she don't want to live in that filthy shack anymore. So she want a cottage for them. Okay, so she asked the fisherman to go to that fish and asked for a cottage. Actually the fisherman don't want to go, but he also don't want to oppose his wife, disagree with his wife. So he went back to the sea and he called out for the flounder. The flounder came. What do you want? Asked the flounder. The fisherman said to the flounder about the conversation with his wife. The flounder said, okay, you go back home, and your wife was sitting in that cottage already. She got the cottage, so you can go back home. Like that the flounder said. Okay, till this part of the story I hope you all are clear, children. And now let me tell you the home assignment for this session. Write a short summary of the story you have read today in 8 lines. Okay, we have seen the first part of the story, right? You have to write a short summary of the story you have read today in 8 lines. Clear, children? And you have to predict and complete the story using your imagination. Using your imagination, you have to predict what will happen in the next part of the story, and you have to complete your story using your imagination. And you can also draw pictures illustrating it. Okay, you can draw the pictures of that scenes that you have written in your story. Clear, all of you? This is your home assignment for today's session, children. And hand in your completed homework in grade 4 English Google Classroom. And I hope you are all clear with today's session and the home assignment, right? Okay. Children, drink plenty of water, eat healthy food, reduce your screen time, and give adequate rest to your eyes. And most of all, stay home and stay safe, children. Thank you so much.